Hey YouTube, Dockham.
Dawson's Rentals.
Awesome Writer here. Welcome to a quick video discussing the small little Gozyuger teaser we got yesterday. It's not like the usual teaser where it's like little shots from the show, kind of like a preamble to the trailer we'll get at the press conference, but just kind of like a 50th anniversary teaser showing that Gozyuger's on the way, giving us a live action look at the Red Ranger, and I wanted to talk about it just a little bit. So first of all, we get, like I said, our first live action look at Red. I still really do like the suits. They look maybe a little bit cheaper in this shot, but I'm sure that's something that'll be cleared up over time. But in particular, like, I love the wolf helmet. I talked a lot about in my other videos how I really like the idea of Red Wolf, just because usually when you get an animal Sentai or whatever they're doing here with like mixed animals, you would expect maybe Red T-Rex or Red Lion, and I think Red Wolf is a really unique choice and it makes for a really unique helmet. And one thing I'm glad it kind of cleared up is in the poster, like the nose looked a little bit weird. Like I kind of liked that was unique, but it gave it kind of a little bit of a nose which looked a little bit strange to me. And here it looks a little bit more flat and kind of rounded, and I kind of prefer that. I think that's because like the main poster was like cleared up with some AI. Like the first poster had like watermarks all over it and someone used AI to clear it up and it made things look a little funny. So I like it even more now seeing the live action look. That circular chest piece still reminds me of something I can't put my finger on. I got a lot of good suggestions in my last video where I talked about Gozyuger where they're like, maybe it's the O's thing or Spy Kids 3D, but those were good suggestions, but it's still none of those. There's just something about it that it's like the tip of the tongue phenomenon where I feel like I can almost reach it in my mind, but I can't. But I don't know, I'll figure it out eventually. I'll probably think of it like once Gozyuger is totally over or something. But yeah, the suit looks really good. There's like this really cool shot of it like glowing or whatever. So it was really nice to get that. But they're teasing up the 50th anniversary, of course. You know, I'm Old Man Yells at Cloud about this. You know, they show all the different Sentai, and it culminates in the logo. The logo looks really cool, though, I gotta say. The 50th anniversary logo looks really cool, you know, because this is the 50th year, and there was some stupid, I don't want to say drama, but it's kind of in that same vein of Toku categorization BS that's like truly nothing is less important in life, but people arguing about them counting Lupin Ranger and Pat Ranger as two teams so they can say that this is the 50th team. Like, who cares? Like, I don't care one way or the other. Like, technically they are two different teams, but if you don't want to see it that way, if you want to see them as fluffy bunnies from Bunnyland, I don't care. This stuff is so meaningless to care about, but it seems like they're doing that so that they can have 50 teams, 50 years, and then they're like, perfect, now we don't have to wait to celebrate the anniversary. I'm like, but next year's the 50th season, sir. Damn it! So, I don't know, you guys know how I feel about this stuff. I feel like I'd be more excited about the anniversary aspect if it didn't seem so soon. Like, it's gonna be about 4 series since Zenkaiger, but because we pushed that into Dawn Brothers needlessly with the stupid legend changes, and then had cameos in King Oger, now cameos in Boom Boonger, it feels like I just turned around and it's an anniversary again. It's like I wish that there was more of a gap between these things. I'll be really curious to see how they go about it. You know, right now it seems like it's gonna be mostly a normal Sentai. There's maybe a bit of celebration to all the different animal Sentais by doing this, and I'm sure there's gonna be some stupid cameos. I'm sure there'll be a movie, some sort of Tyson movie where they fight over misunderstandings or something. But I'm really curious like how much anniversary season feeling elements will be in the show. Like I've long said I'd like something like Bokenger where it's just kind of like a normal season, but you have like little Easter eggs like the monsters being designed off past Mecha, and then do your team up elsewhere. But because we're doing a 50th season next year, I can't imagine they'll let that go. Like, I just can't imagine it. Would I like them to? Sure. Honestly, if it were me, I would save it all for the 50th season. I know that it's technically the 50th year, but it just having that little bit of an extra gap. Never listen to me, though. Never listen to the fans, and I know that I'm not the target audience. I'm just voicing my opinion. But if I was thinking about it, I wouldn't want it to be overexposed, and I feel like waiting one more year would make it feel like there was a little bit more time between anniversary seasons to make it feel a little bit better. But maybe they won't do an anniversary thing next year, but I can't imagine they'll let that go. Like, honestly, I just can't imagine it. It makes me think, though, I think it would have made more sense to do like the Zenkaiger Dawn Brothers thing here. That was the 50th year and the 50th season. That would make so much sense why, like, let's say hypothetically, Zenkaiger was the 50th season, and then for Dawn Brothers, or Zenkaiger was the 50th year, and then Dawn Brothers was the 50th season. Then it would make sense why they did those stupid changes that they never acknowledged. That would make so much more sense. Like, why did they do that? They never even acknowledged it. Anyway, so I still am excited for Gozyuger. I know I can seem a bit cranky. I'm excited for Gozyuger as a standalone Sentai. You know, I am looking kind of forward to seeing what they're doing for the anniversary, but it's just become so oversaturated. But I guess it's a matter of point of view because everyone else is complaining about the multiverse stuff and Secret Wars, and I'm still excited for that. But this stuff, I've just been drowning in it for like over a decade. I feel like that Trunchbull's still forcing me to eat that chocolate cake. Honestly, my hope is that like this season, there's probably gonna be some stupid cameos, but that they maybe just keep it normal and then do like a movie. Like in an ideal world, I would love for them to do like the anniversary season if they did it at all with next year's season and keep this one more normal, but then maybe do like one really big movie. Like I'd like to see them do like the versus movies like they did with Bokenger and Gal Ranger, where they did kind of the approach we also used for Once a Ranger, which is get 5 or 6 Rangers and make like a legend team that teams up instead of just having a bunch of like empty suits and fighting and everyone's on screen. I think it would be really cool to see the Gozyugers team up with, you know, like a legacy team, and then don't push that into the versus movie with Boom Boonger. Let that be its own thing. But that's what I would love to see personally, is do your anniversary blowout next year for the series. I know that it's more of an anniversary for the year, but just I think the OCD in my head says celebrate the 50th season. But that's what I would do, just to make a little bit more time between the anniversary seasons, and do the anniversary season for 50, but then 49 do like a really cool versus movie. And in general, that's what I'd prefer to see for like kind of Toku crossover movie, is get like a small group, because I'm so tired of seeing the shots with like all the empty suits. Like there's nothing more hollow than that. It also is kind of weird that they celebrate the big anniversaries like with an anniversary season like Zenkaiger or Gokaiger on the 5s instead of the 10s. Like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Those are the milestone anniversaries where you're like, we're making a big effing deal about this. But 15th, 45th, that's when you just go, congrats, and then you move on. But anyways, guys, are you excited for Gozyuger? What do you want to see them do for the anniversary elements this season and next season? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for all my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.